Good morning, y'all. So today is a beautiful day. I woke up. It was off to a rough start, but the kids are out of the house. Hubby is on his way to class this morning because it's Friday. And I'm doing what I do. Getting my Herbalife on. So I already drank my tea. Sorry I didn't wait for y'all to join me so I could sip on this tea right quick. But I'm about to drink my shake in a little bit. But let me end day 3 with y'all. So at the end of day 3, as you saw, I turned around. I was just like, ew, like, what the hell? So let me just caption that real quick, because I was on the train, and all of y'all who are from New York, y'all know how it is on the train and stuff like that. So basically, I'm in my basement right now. Please don't pay attention to my background. So basically, I was on the train, and it was so crowded, so I had my back against the door, and then the train jerked, so I almost fell over. But as I was sitting there, the lady that was, standing there, the lady sitting in the chair was ignorant and rude. And when I went to grab the pole, because I almost fell, she screwed up her face and she moved like don't touch me. I didn't want to touch her anyway. Her face matches her personality. Just straight ugly. Straight ugly. But anyways. So, back to that day. I did have a good day. I ended it very well. I stayed on track. It was a great day. My day 3 ended lovely. So, day 4, was yesterday. And I said I was going to update y'all. So, yesterday I did my first laser lipo, session. And when she measured me, my circumference around my waistline was 41 inches. So as much weight as I've lost, the 50 pounds, my circumference around my stomach is due to excess. I still have stomach fat, but it's not like crazy that it needs to be 41 inches. But I do have a lot of excess skin. So I'm going to put it out there. Let me go into the room. And let me show you. It's not on Netflix yet. It's already here. What's going on here? So I'm exposing myself, not in a nasty way, but this is my stomach. See that? I do still have some stomach fat, but this is after my first session. So I lost 2 inches yesterday. I was so excited. So I had my daughter measure me straight across. So from up here, as you see, my indent is very small. So my stomach's been going down. Like I had a big old pregnant belly. So this part of my stomach has been going down slowly. But I have all this extra skin. And it looked so bad yesterday. I'm going to try to find my most updated belly picture, and I'll show it to y'all. So this is my stomach now after my first session. Yesterday my stomach looked, it's gross now, but it looked so much worse. It looked like, what did she say? She said, oh my gosh, it looked like I was just ironing out the wrinkles of your stomach. I have 4 kids, so I do have a lot of stretch marks from those lovely babies. And as you see, this is like extra skin. So this is skin. My goal is to not have surgery to correct all that extra skin. I'm going to try to minimize that as much as I can. To God be the glory. I lost another pound this week. Today is Friday. I lost another pound. I'm happy with my first results from my laser lipo. I have no complaints. The place was clean. They were friendly. I wanted to actually videotape and take pictures while I was in, and so I could show you what the panels look like. But I wasn't really alone long enough. And when I was strapped up, and then I had the little safety goggles on my eyes, and my phone was charging, so I couldn't really like take quick pics anyway. So basically this is how it went. So I went into the room. I already knew the procedure and the steps that would have been taken. So basically she measured me. She gave me my measurements, and basically she was very polite and very nice and sweet. I laid up on the table. She strapped me in. So she uses like 6 little panel-like things, and she places them on my stomach. So basically this is how it went. She used 5 at the bottom from hip to hip. And since I still have 1 extra panel, she used it right under my sternum. This is my sternum. So right where my sternum ends and my stomach actually is soft, there's no more bone. She placed it right here, right above my belly button, right over it. So she used all 6 panels. And I was just laying there. And after that, I did do the cavitation. And I forgot what the other thing was called. But basically, she did this thing where it was high frequency, very, very high frequency. Unfortunately, for the person that's getting the procedure done, you will hear that high frequency more than the person doing the procedure. So with that being said, because the machine was touching me, I was hearing it so loud. I even had my headphones on, I had my music on, but I was just trying to drown out that sound. It really is annoying to the eardrum. If dogs hear things at high frequencies, and that was a high frequency, I would never want to be a dog, ever. So, she did that, and she kind of like massaged the stomach. She said that basically what that machine did with the high frequency was it interrupts the fat cells to force it to burst. That way it speeds up the fat being excreted into the lymphatic system. So basically, the lymphatic system is what breaks down and excretes all the waste products. And so basically what she explained was that's what was going to happen with that. Then there was this other machine that it basically reminded me of an ultrasound. It pretty much was an ultrasound. The only difference between that, it was not scanning my insides to take pictures. Basically what that did now was it heated up the core to help the fat to start melting out. So it is warm. She puts the gel on your stomach, and she just goes over the area that you're working on. She does it for about, I think, 15-20 minutes each side. So she did my whole stomach, and I think it was like 10 minutes each side, to be honest. I didn't pay attention to the timing, but she did do it. And you know, it does get warm, so she did explain, like, if it gets too hot, let her know, because it's not, the ideal is not to cause pain or discomfort. It's, you know, to make you relax also, but definitely to get the procedure done. So with that being said, like I said, she was very polite. She was very sweet. She was empathetic and sympathetic. We had great conversations while I was lying there on the table. I did even break down and explain to her about Herbalife. You know, I promote my brand. This morning I'm not wearing my button. My coach, if she saw me, she would make me do 20 burpees, but by the time she sees this video, it's like, whatever. So anyway,
good to see you again.
Like I said, it went very well. I'm very happy with my outcome so far. Like I said, this is my first procedure. I got a package from Groupon of 8 procedures, so we'll see. But I came to slay. Fat be gone. That was yesterday. So now today's day 5. And I woke up, great spirits. Like I said before, hubby's on his way to class. Kids are on the way to class. It's 8:28, and I get to, I'm out in the field today, so I'm not very much running to get to work on time. I am going to definitely do my workout this morning and start my day. I had my shake this morning. My tea and aloe combination was mandarin, orange, aloe. That's the new flavor we have now. It just came out like a couple days back. And my tea was raspberry. I was feeling a little tropical this morning, so my shake for the day is Pina colada. It does have my protein in it, and it also has my prolesa, which helps to burn belly fat. It reduces belly fat, and it tries to block your stomach from having or obtaining belly fat. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue tied. With that being said, I am going to finish getting myself ready for the day. As you see, I still have my little bonnet on, my little head cap. Lately, I've been unstylish, a little unprofessional. I'm showing y'all the real me. This is me before I either put my wig on, yes, I said wig, or expose my natural hair. I'm going through the natural phase, so that's what's going on here. I didn't put a brush or a comb or grease. That's why I have it covered. Otherwise than that, I stepped on the scale this morning. I am officially 178 before I eat. After I take my first urine out of my body, I am 178, which is a pleasure for me. I am very happy with that. And the reason because, you know, as a female, we retain water. I just got off my cycle. So we'll see how the end of my day goes. The fact that last night before I went to bed, I stepped on the scale and it said 180. And you know, as you eat, you put on those pounds until everything is digested and broken down, and etc., etc. So at the end of the day, being 180, I was still pleased with that. It made me feel a lot better than being 181, 182, 183. Because I've had days where I'm just like, how? And this morning it just said I was 179.8. And those little grams, those little couple of ounces, they mean something to me because I'm the one going through the journey and I'm looking at the numbers. But anyways, I'm trying not to over obsess about the numbers. I want to obsess about the results. And even though I am a health/life coach, even though I do tell my clients, you know, try not to pay attention to the numbers, maybe because you're working out and you're also doing weights, it could be muscle gain versus fat loss and the muscles are not going down. So with that being said, my cat kind of creeps me out sometimes. She does crazy stuff. Anyway, with that being said, I have to also constantly remind myself that just because my numbers on the scale either don't move or it's going up doesn't mean I'm doing something wrong. It just probably means that I'm doing less cardio and more weight. And lately I have been doing more weight, so I also have to keep that in mind. For all of those who are also on your weight loss journey or your nutrition journey or your life journey, you know, congratulations, you took the first step. It's not going to be easy. There will be days where you're like, damn, yo, I messed up. And you're going to feel so bad because you're trying your hardest. Keep your head up and continue and press forward. Rome wasn't built in a day. It was not. You know, everything is practice. And the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. The job you're at, you know, you had to practice. You started from the bottom, literally, as a newbie. And I'm pretty sure if you stuck with it, you're better at your job. So just like this, you know, portion control takes time and practice. I was never a portion control guru, but I had to find ways to make it work for me. So one day, just to break it down to you, like my portion control, I went to the dollar store. And I got myself a plate, a small little plate. And this is how I started practicing my portion control to be consistent with it. So basically the rundown is we eat with our eyes. So when we get a big 8-inch plate, we want to fill that plate up. Because then the plate is full, you don't have no empty spaces. And then it looks so nice depending on how you set it up. Great. Granted. With that being said, the smaller the plate, the less you have to fill. And then you realize, yo, I've just been excessively eating and I don't need to. So now for me, like simple things like I can't even eat a kid's meal. I get too full too fast. I eat maybe half of an adult sized meal. And I don't like to waste food, which is one of my biggest downfalls. So I would force myself to finish it because it's gonna go to waste if it goes in my house. We don't do leftovers too hardcore. I have such a big family, we never used to have leftovers. So now it's like when I'm meal prepping, there's all this food in the fridge and after a while they don't want to eat it and I'm here like, okay. But anyways, this is day 5 now. So I gave you the ending of day 3. I gave you day 4. And today's the beginning of day 5. I'm still going strong. Yesterday I did not work out. I was extremely exhausted. I worked all day and then I had my appointment. And then I came home to the kiddos and I was pretty much beat. I was in bed by like 10, 15. And I was out by 10:30. I'm never sleeping that early. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and you will have the rest of this video by the end of the day. Goodbye, y'all. Peace.